On SmackDown, we saw Bloodline member Jey Uso announce that he is quitting WWE. But now, another member of the Bloodline has announced that he has quit. And sadly, this will change WWE forever. On SmackDown, WWE announced a segment called Hail to the Chief. Originally, it was supposed to be Jimmy Uso announcing that he was basically once again partnering with Roman Reigns and that they would go against Jey Uso. But that did not happen as plans were changed. Now, originally, the reason why Jimmy Uso was going to be announced as partnering with Roman Reigns once again is because at the next WWE pay-per-view, it was going to be Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso. And the special guest referee was going to be Jimmy and Jey's father, Rikishi. Unfortunately, an independent wrestling promoter leaked out that Rikishi was going to be the referee for this match, as Rikishi was scheduled to make an appearance at a collectible show. And WWE officials fumed at this, as they were very, very angry because this was going to be the big announcement on SmackDown. But just a few days before, this promoter leaked out that Rikishi was going to be the referee in the Jimmy versus Jey match. So WWE, who want to have big surprises in the Bloodline feud, decided to cancel that idea. And instead, they decided to have Jimmy Uso tell Roman that he was not joining him, and that the only reason why he pulled Jey Uso off of Roman at the pay-per-view was because he didn't want Jey to basically become the next Roman Reigns and become selfish, egotistical, and let the power go to his head and then further destroy the Samoan family and dynasty. So Jimmy was against Roman Reigns, and then Jey Uso came out. He was mad at Roman Reigns, but he was also mad at Jimmy Uso. At one moment, it looked like Jimmy and Jey were going to put their differences aside and make up and hug, but then Jey Uso super kicked Jimmy Uso and left him laying in the aisle. Jey Uso took out Roman Reigns and then made a shocking announcement and said that he was quitting not only the Bloodline, but WWE. And he left the arena through the crowd, and the show went off the air. But now we have learned that another member of the Bloodline has quit WWE. So who is it? Let's get to that right now. The Bloodline storyline has garnered huge ratings for WWE, and some fans are now wondering if what we saw on SmackDown was the final chapter in this saga. Is there really anywhere else to go? Have the writers exhausted all of the surprises and twists and turns? Many fans thought it was over back when Sami Zayn left the Bloodline, but it's now been several months since Sami left, and the story has continued. But could this be the end? Prior to the idea of having Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso at Payback with the special guest referee of their father, Rikishi, another idea was floated, and that was going to be a fatal four-way between the remaining members of the Bloodline: Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso. But that was canceled. So now there is nothing involving the Bloodline scheduled for Payback. In fact, there's nothing scheduled for the Bloodline at the Survivor Series either. As we know, last year at Survivor Series War Games, the Bloodline wrestled in the main event. But this year, it is rumored that Seth Rollins' team will be taking on the team of Judgment Day, and the Bloodline will be nowhere to be seen. That means that right now, for the next few pay-per-views that are scheduled, the Bloodline will not appear at them. So why is this? What is going on? Why is the Bloodline just disappearing? They're not going to be at the pay-per-views. Jey Uso just quit on live TV. Well, it could be because another member of the Bloodline has now quit. Jey Uso has quit, but also Roman Reigns has quit. This is obviously shocking news because Roman Reigns is currently the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. So what exactly happens to his championship now that he has quit WWE? What happens to the Bloodline? What happens to SmackDown? What happens to WWE? Because Jey Uso quitting WWE is one thing, but having a champion quit WWE, especially when that champion is the biggest star in the company in Roman Reigns. So this news was revealed just minutes after SmackDown went off the air. It seems that Roman Reigns heard Jey Uso say that he was quitting WWE, and Roman Reigns followed suit. Is it because Roman Reigns is in cahoots with Jey Uso that they have made up and they quit in solidarity? Or is Roman Reigns playing mind games? How will WWE proceed? Will they even mention that Roman Reigns quit? Or will they sweep it under the rug and pretend that Roman Reigns doesn't even exist, and they'll have a tournament to crown the brand new undisputed WWE Universal Champion? And another question is whether or not Roman Reigns quitting is part of a storyline, or is it as real as it gets? Well, it's the same question regarding Jey Uso. Is that part of a storyline? Or did Jey Uso quit for real on live TV? And according to reports, Paul Heyman is trying to find out the truth. What is really going on? Obviously, when Roman Reigns partnered with Paul Heyman, that is when Roman Reigns went to the next level in his career and then was catapulted to being the biggest star in WWE. Paul Heyman has to be very upset right now, as I'm sure he is wondering what exactly is going on and what exactly is the truth. Could this be part of a storyline, or is Roman Reigns gone from WWE forever? What are your thoughts about the match between Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso at Payback being canceled? And what are your thoughts about Jey Uso and Roman Reigns quitting WWE? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification and check out our new YouTube channel, Wrestling News Now Insider. Click on the link to visit it now, and you will get brand new exclusive videos.